This is IGN. Coming up, Venom: The Last Dance has the worst box office opening of the trilogy. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Apple is developing a movie based on Oregon Trail, the beloved educational computer game that has spawned multiple generations of in-jokes and memes among gamers. THR reports that the film, which is currently early in development, will be an action comedy with a handful of musical numbers in the vein of Barbie. Will Speck and Josh Gordon are reportedly attached to direct, with Kenny and Keith Lucas penning the screenplay alongside Max Reisman. The story, as you might expect, will be about a 19th century covered wagon train traveling to the Willamette Valley in Oregon. The musical aspect offers a glimpse of what to expect, suggesting that it will be a fairly irreverent take on the historical adventure. The original game was developed as a text-based adventure in 1971 and produced by the Minnesota Educational Computer Consortium starting in 1975. It found a lasting place in pop culture as generations of American school children watched their characters die of typhoid, dysentery, and all manner of maladies, or wandered around shooting way too many buffalo. The Oregon Trail does not have a release date at the moment, but you can find the rest of the biggest movies releasing in 2024 at IGN.com. And it's the final week before the U.S. presidential election, and in the waning hours of her campaign, Vice President Kamala Harris is making a bid to a group that's not often targeted in such races: gamers. On Monday, Harris's campaign launched its own Fortnite map, Freedom Town, USA. It's a custom creative map themed around some of Harris's campaign pledges, including tax breaks for small businesses and a focus on affordable housing. Freedom Town, USA is joined by political takeovers of at least 8 other Fortnite creative maps. This move comes as part of a recent, much broader appeal made by the Harris campaign to reach young male voters through video games. Other recent efforts include a Geeks and Nerds for Harris fundraiser, a weekend Twitch stream where vice presidential candidate Governor Tim Walz played Madden NFL and Crazy Taxi with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and a number of advertising efforts across mobile games, sports betting platforms, and YouTube channels. Venom: The Last Dance won the U.S. box office with $51 million, but still came in below expectations with the worst opening weekend of the Spider-Man spin-off trilogy. As reported by Variety, domestic ticket sales for the third Venom film were expected to reach $65 million after a production cost of $120 million, not including marketing costs. Worldwide sales reached $124 million for a total of $175 million. Domestic results came in lower than both previous films, too. The first Venom, starring Tom Hardy in the leading anti-hero role, drew in $80 million at the U.S. box office, and sequel, Venom: Let There Be Carnage, actually gained some momentum with $90 million. The third and possibly final film didn't perform well critically either, earning just a 4 out of 10 in IGN's review. Venom: The Last Dance trips over its own tendrils and lets a boring, generic plot and bad action distract from the surprisingly resilient central relationship between Eddie Brock and his symbiote bestie, we said. It's the second superhero sequel flop in the last few weeks, as Joker Folie à Deux debuted earlier in October to similarly poor numbers and reviews. Experts deemed its $37.8 million domestic performance an unmitigated disaster, and it earned just a slightly better than Venom 5 out of 10 from IGN. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console, and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.